Welcome to Rabcast. I'm Daniel Weiner. I'd hardly call myself a Mr. Natural, and if I attempted to eat from the bounty of the forest like a 70s TV icon, I'd probably perish trying to make it to urgent care. But my upbringing in Northern California, family summers in Aspen, and years here in the glorious Pacific Northwest have sensitized me to the beauty of the natural world, both aesthetically and spiritually. One of the images that most often stays with me from my hikes through a verdant wonderland is something that encapsulates the larger cycles of life. I often see a dead tree stump or log felled by age or lightning, with vigor blossoming from it. Whether insects, moss, or even a fledgling tree itself springing phoenix-like from the decay, the irrepressible power of new life emerging from the old and the dead never fails to amaze, impressing me with its intimations of the larger rhythms of all things on earth. These rhythms appear in this week's Torah portion, Chayei. Translated as the life of Sarah, the narrative belies the title in that it describes Sarah's death. As with so many episodes in the book of Genesis, Abraham's response to his beloved's passing becomes the archetype for ideal Jewish behavior. The patriarch's delicate and difficult balance of personal mourning with practical response to the needs for burial is the basis for the foundational mitzvah of kavod hamet, respect for the dead. In Abraham's preparations for Sarah's burial, we Jews are bound to offer ultimate tribute to the living through our conduct and treatment of their shed mortal coil. However, it's in what occurs next in the story that we learn something even more critical and more profoundly Jewish. Abraham rises from his mourning and immediately sets his sights on securing a wife for his son Isaac. An immersion in inevitable loss and grief inspires a re-energized embrace of legacy and the future. Judaism recognizes that we are often presented with a jarring juxtaposition between life and death, joy and sorrow. But it's in this dramatic reconciliation of distinct experience that we embrace the true nature of being. The Jewish way of death and mourning is cathartic and intuitive in a way that seems remarkably insightful for the pre-Freudian ancient world. We immerse ourselves in the moment of loss, carving out time to reflect and remember, regardless of our degree of expression or emotional intensity. But when the period of formal mourning ends, we are obligated to turn again to life and to the future, living richly and well as ultimate tribute to the gifts and opportunities bequeathed by those who came before us. In both life's extremities and in its more mundane, ordinary pleasures and disappointments, Judaism enables us to endure, to glean perspective, and to relish a future of promise with hope, with a sense of lessons learned and possibilities yet to be realized, and with an awareness that we are who we are because of the full panoply of experience. Shabbat Shalom.